Hi, it's Michael here from Omni IT. Today I want to talk about security and in particular about password management. We've seen people write down their usernames and passwords, and sometimes they've even typed them out and stuck them onto keyboards, into meeting rooms. The best one I think probably is with a label maker where they've stuck it onto a file server. People love putting them on their pin boards and their monitors at their desks. Receptionists, often most people would have a file on a file server, either a Word document or Excel document, all their passwords. All these things just causes a bit of concern about security, that's all. Next one we've seen is that passwords haven't been changed since the start date. So when a staff member starts, they have our default password and they've never bothered to change it. It's a little bit scary. Obviously when we come to give you a bit of support, quite often we'll ask you for your password. You tell us what the password is so we actually know what it is. And that's why we know you're not changing them. We also see that people use passwords across multiple accounts. And be aware that if they get your password for one of these accounts, then it's available for everything. And again, we know this because we do actually monitor. We have a tool that monitors the dark web, looking for usernames and passwords. For those that don't know, the dark web is where all the illegal, well, not all of it, but 99.9% of the illegal activity on the internet is actually in the dark web. You don't ever see it on the normal internet, and I have written a small document about it on our website, so you can have a bit of a look at that. You can go and buy credit cards there, probably cost $1 or $2 each, that's all it is. Might cost $3 or $4, maybe $5 to get the front and the back. The one that we're interested in and that we monitor for is obviously the usernames and passwords. So what we recommend is that you have a different password for everything, and that they're all complex. They all have their uppercase, their lowercase, they're long, they have symbols and numbers. And when I talk about with these people in the past, people say, yeah, but I can't remember a whole heap of passwords. And I'm not surprised, neither can I. And so as you could expect, I'm here with a solution. A solution that we would suggest is using a password manager. They're a piece of software. They usually sit on the internet, though you can get them and install them on your own servers. We currently use LastPass. There's many others out there. I'd be suggesting get LastPass or others. They're usually free for personal use. And my recommendation is get it today, play with it at night, get as comfortable as you can with it. For businesses, there are corporate versions. This is what we pay currently, $8.30 or thereabouts, depends on the exchange rate per person per month. Definitely for the staff, need to have one for your personal, and if corporate provides it, have one for corporate. Don't mix them, because again, if you leave, all your passwords are going to be sitting in the corporate version, not the right spot to have it. So have all your personal ones at home. Keep them on your own account, much better. So it is convenient. Install it on the extension or the app onto all your devices. Put it on your mobile phone, your laptops, desktops, put it in all your browsers. Even if you're only using, say, Firefox once every month or 6 months, just put it on there, because when you want to come and use it, the last thing you want to be doing is digging up your passwords and trying to make it too hard for yourself. Make it easy. And that way, with your password manager, you only have one password to remember. That makes things so much easier. So I always suggest use a passphrase. It is the industry best practice. What's a passphrase? So it's think something like, the brown fox jumps over the rainbow, add a few numbers and letters. Then you end up with TBFJOTR. And you just sit there and, as you're typing it in, you'll figure it out. Makes it very easy. And when you're happy that you have used it for a little while and you've got all your personal stuff in your own personal one, maybe you've been using it for work for a little while, I'm going to say a week or 2 weeks, then go back and change all your passwords. They include, or usually do include, a random password generator. So go back and change all the other passwords that you have to all your websites, all your your Facebooks and your LinkedIn's and your banking sites and all that sort of stuff. Go and change the whole lot of them to make it really complicated. The other one we do, as we like to suggest elsewhere, is include multi-factor authentication or two-factor authentication. It means that it's secured down to your mobile device. So as long as you've got your mobile and no one else has, it makes that pretty secure. So a whole lot of advantages if you go and get the corporate version. So some of the managers might want to know that you can hide passwords. So you can share logins to sites that you used to be a bit hesitant about doing before, but if you can just hide the passwords, fantastic. One other thing that I'd suggest that I haven't written down here is that we should actually block saving of passwords into things like Google Chrome, because as soon as you have an account in Google Chrome, you're going to use it at work. You log in, you go back home, log in again, all your passwords go with you. Yeah, a bit of a security risk, so I would certainly recommend getting that blocked as well. And yes, we have run into a few objections in the past about using a password manager. What happens if they get hacked? And well, they have been hacked. But it's still a much better thing than you having the same password across multiple devices. As I said, when I start looking at our dark web monitoring and I see really basic passwords and I see people using them in the same location, having one location, having one complex password, having 2FA on, makes things far, far more secure. Obviously, another objection is fear of the unknown. People have never used it. That's why I suggest getting it one personally for yourself. Try it out, see what you like, see what you think of it. If you don't like that one, go and delete everything out of it and go and find another one. Do a bit of Googling. LastPass was the one that was well known, hence the reason that we've chosen with it, but that is the only real reason for choosing it. And the other fear would be that it's cloud-based. Not all of them are cloud-based, but most of them are. And it's probably cheaper and easier to do it that way, and probably more secure too, to be fair, because they'll invest a lot more in security than probably you'll ever think about investing in security. So I thought it might just do a quick little demo, show you certainly how LastPass works for us and how easy it is to use. This is the LastPass add-on for Google Chrome. As I said, you just go to lastpass.com and download the extension. It's not very hard. On the app stores for your mobile phone, you do exactly the same thing. There's no cost to it. Very easy. So I'm just going to do a quick thing, just to hopefully show you what happens when it works. And it usually pops up, as you can see here. It's obviously a bit of a bigger email address on this particular site, but it is showing that there are 7 usernames and passwords associated with this. I don't know what they are, it doesn't really matter much. So I've just clicked on that, and you can choose different ones here. So you can see my Office 365 one, the one for the websites there, and it's automatically chosen that one. A couple other things is you can open up your Vault. That's the thing there. It just opens up all your the Vault where you've saved all your passwords. I'd hate to think how many I have in there, but probably there'll be hundreds in there. And I have currently lost it. Is generating the secure password. Again, so easy. You can copy that password. It's just generate a new one. If you don't like that one, and I don't know why you wouldn't like that one, but you can just refresh it and get a new password. Copy it, use it in your application, save that, and then LastPass will automatically just pop up and say, hey, do you want to update this particular site? And you would go yes. I always go back in, have a quick look, reveal the password, just to compare it with this one, because it is in your clipboard, so you can just paste it in, have a quick look and go, yep, same password, fantastic, continue on. As you can see, the fill password puts it straight back into the password field. So that's just a quick rundown. I hope that's helped people, but certainly password manager is better than having it written on your keyboard, because that is very scary. Thanks again for watching. Cheers.